And I think it's going on my Facebook and my Instagram, maybe at the same time. And I'm out of my studio and it's really cold. I just turned on my heater. But I'm going to be painting a painting for you today. It's 12 by 36. And I actually prepared the background. Oh, I don't know, some weeks ago. But I'm going to paint some sunflowers on here. And this verse has been hanging with me a lot of the parts of the verse, but this is the end of Jeremiah 31:12. And it says, their life will be like a well watered garden, and all their sorrows will be gone. Like, oh my goodness, y'all. I want my life to be like that, a well watered garden with all of my sorrows gone. So I don't know exactly how to put my camera. I think I could move I'm just going to probably definitely be here more than 5 minutes because I am just preparing, but I'm shivering because I'm so cold. um, but just getting out my paint stuff that I painted live at church a few days ago. And so I haven't gotten my stuff out, but I think I'll wear this nice little apron. This is reversible. It comes from 10,000 Villages, y'all. They're made from leftover saris. Aren't they beautiful? And they have pockets. I love them. I try actually not to wear these really nice ones when I'm painting in my studio. I save them to when I'm painting live in front of people. But hey, I'm painting live in front of y'all, so I'm wearing this. Uh, and I haven't cleaned out I haven't cleaned out my container. I used this the other day. This is just a great little spatula to put a lot of paint on. So pretty quickly. So I put that. I won't use that today, I don't think. I'm definitely going to use some yellow ochre, but there's not much in this. So I probably have some more somewhere. I'll have to go look over there, but I'm definitely going to need that color. I'm going to need a brown. I'm not really crazy about this brand of burnt umber. I like a different brand. There's my signing stick. This raw umber deep. This is an Australian paint, Matisse. I might look at that and maybe mix a couple of browns. This is titanium white. I likely will need some of that. That's Liquitex thick. I might add in a little Payne's gray in my brown. I don't know. Sometimes I do that. I don't know with the sunflower. I don't think I'm going to need the gray. This is gold. I don't think I need that. These are some really popular colors that I use a lot, but I don't think I need these. I need some green. So this is pearlized green. I might do that. I don't know if I'll use pearlized or not, but I'll just lay that out. And this is my burnt umber, raw umber that I really love. This brand, I think that there's enough in there. But do you see the difference? Oh, this is raw umber and that's burnt umber. That's a little bit more orange. Um, okay, so here is some other yellow ochre. This is more acrylic paint. Just to be sure, yeah, Windsor. And then this is some yellow. So I'm going to be sure I have some yellow for the sunflowers. And oh, I know. I want to use some orange too. So that, looking in my oh, yeah, I just made a mess there. Do you see that? Left over from my Saturday things. And I cannot read comments. So if you have some comments, it's really cool, but I can't read them. um, so yeah, I made a mess because I didn't clean up. And this is still wet paint, amazingly. So this is my wet one. So using the wet ones to so this is one of my number one tools, y'all, is I buy a case of, you can see them maybe way over there, a case of baby wipes, fragrance free. So I'm just going to throw that plate away. But I'm looking for some greens and oranges. So this is some acrylic paint that I use. There's one of my favorite goals, but these might work. And my doggy wants to go outside. Go ahead, go outside if you want to go. Because I'm painting, say Lily. I'm just painting. Did you go? Okay, go in. Sorry, I'm getting my paints. I'm looking for an orange. Oh, here it is. Yes, I want to have some orange. So there are some, I think it's called Princess Sunflowers that I grew a few years ago. Oh my goodness, they were so beautiful. Orange and yellow in there on them. So I think what I'm going to do so that you can see better is probably bring my easel over here and take down some of these paintings and bring this big easel. Let's see if this will work. So, it's something about going live. You just sort of see me in action. Okay. And I need to set that up. Don't. See angle of it. Maybe up here. Okay. And I think the angle is here, y'all. Yeah, okay, I need that to be pushed up. There's so many pieces to this. Did you see me under here? There. Greater angle. See, did y'all see me go underneath? And then this is a tall painting, so let's see what that looks like. Can you see that? Yeah. Okay. My screen is so little, but I'm going to have to be on the side so that you can see the painting instead of me. Okay, I'm getting me a plate. I'm going to look at my colors again. I'll turn that down. I need definitely some more of this. I hardly have any of that yellow ochre. I'm going to go look for here in my files. I like that brand. What I try to do is finish tubes before I get new. But let me just look in my stash over here. If I had any ochre. Some green I might use. The deal is, y'all, I have lots of paint, and it's okay. May not have more of this brand, but I have this brand, so we'll just see. Okay, I'm gonna get me a new little plate here, and I'm hoping you can see, and because I'm on my phone, I can't really see if you're saying anything, but my hands are so cold. This is not a paint I've used a lot. I've used the thick Matisse paint, but this is not, well, this is Structure Raw Umbers, but it's pretty running. But I really like the color of it. So this will be for my stems. And let's see, I think I saw a green over there I was going to pull. Saw it. See it now. Okay. I'm not going to need that. Grays, no. This is some yellows, beiges. This orange, definitely want to use that. Greens. I was going to show you a trick. If you can't get one of these jars open, you hit it on the ground and it will break it open and make it easy. She taught me that. Isn't that great? And so can you see my colors here? Yellow. This yellow is pretty soft, but I might use some of that. I also have the Naples yellow. It looks a little bit like Naples yellow. So I'll put a little on this. This is a new jar, so a new container. Pop that. So anyway, y'all, here we are on day 9 of January 2024. And I am very excited because I had thought this is a nice green, blue shade of phthalo green. I don't know if it's going to be the color I want. I used way too much of it. I don't like painting with green. It's just not a color I enjoy painting with. So, yeah, I don't really enjoy painting with it. I really go for the blues and other colors, but sometimes you need green. But I don't know my greens as well. And this yellow, oh my goodness, this is not wanting to open. So it's a very bright yellow. So I'm just going to use it. But this, I'm going to use the rest of this. Squeeze this. There's not a lot left of this brand, Yellow Ochre. I buy it in the big containers, but it looks like about done. This jar, but I have this one. And I'm going to squish it around in here a little bit. So I see 7 of y'all are watching. Oh my goodness. So this yellow ochre, I guess you say it like that, is way more brown. So this is the Winsor Newton, is way more than this. I love Master's Touch paint. I think this is from, y'all know, is that Michael's? I think. Okay, but this one is very runny and don't really like runny paint. Okay, so this one I'm not going to use, I can tell, probably very little. But I'm going to use some of these greens and this orange. So I'm going to get my favorite, this is my favorite shape of a palette knife. This one has been through the ringer a little bit. You can see all this paint's dried on it, and I used it to open something, so it's got a little bend to it. Not the greatest, but okay. And I'm going to move this back this way so you can see my canvas. And maybe I'll move it up a little, even closer. I think you're good. Okay. So y'all, I just thank God for this verse from Jeremiah, because I'm going to say your life will be like a well-watered garden and all of your sorrows will be gone. Like I am asking for that for myself for 2024. And the way this garden, y'all, there's some past to it, right? There's some past history. We don't just get this on January 9th. Like we have a history with it. I hear Sayla at the door. You let her in? Come, Sayla. Come on. Let me show you off because she went to the, come. She has her little bed over here, but y'all, she went to the groomers today. Look at this little cutie pie. Do you a cutie? Are you a cutie? She went to the groomers. She actually looks clean. Yes, she went to the groomer. She has her own little bed over here. So is she just the best art dog? Are you just the best art dog? Okay, go over there. Okay, what was I saying? Anyway, this verse. So their life will be like a well-watered garden and all their sorrows will be gone. Okay. So I'm thinking about that and I'm like, yes, God, like, may it be so. May it be so that the sorrows that we have been carrying, I'm going to put some of this burnt umber. I know I really need, this is going to be stem, a little bit of stem, like a little green. yellow. So I'm just going to start, and I'm going to start with the dark center of this raw umber, and I'm going to find where I want to put my sunflowers. And I see them because this is a long canvas. So I'm just asking God, like, where can I see a sunflower? So I think I see one here, sort of going off the edges, right? So here, here. It's always good to have, I mean, I don't really know why, because I've not like studied, but odd number are so either 3 or 5. So I can put one here, here, and then I can put one here. And that may be enough because I feel like they're going to be big, and then their stems are going to come down like that. That's the plan. But I really know I need one here, and it's going to go off the edge. It's going to go off the edge. And then I see one here, and then I see one here. Maybe a little lower. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, so I'm going to start with the center. And I would really, 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 really love for this to be dry, you know, before I do the leaves. It's always a problem because I hate working on wet paint. So normally I paint, I usually have 3 or 5. Let's see right there. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 littles going at the same time. That was at the end of last year that didn't get completed. And I put some gesso on, professional gesso on this canvas, I don't know, sometime in December. And then I put background on it. And I put some more background on it on Saturday because I was thinking I might paint this canvas during church. On Sunday, but I painted 2 other canvases, one of a barn and one of an angel. So that there, and then I think maybe right here, maybe here. I don't know. And then I may end up with some more down here. I don't know. But I'm making a big old sunflower center right here. Okay. And they each need to be different. They shouldn't all look the same. You need to make them individual. Well, and that's like pretty easy for me because I don't really make too many things symmetrical or anything. So, okay, then I like this. This orange paint is just about done, and I can find the name of it. Let me see what the name of it is. Blur sample. I don't know if I can find the name of it, but I like this orange a lot. Oh, Rumba Orange. And yeah, I think it was a sample. I know it was a sample, but I don't know if I ordered or if I just go to the sample thing. So, um, actually, I'm going to get another plate because when I'm making sunflowers, I really like to lay my palette knife in it and not be trying to dig around. But this paint is very thick, which of course I really love. I love thick paint. Go ahead and give it to me. So you can see this. I'll hold it up. So this is like very gooey inside. And so I'm putting it here on this plate, and then I'm putting my palette knife like this. And then I'm going to see what it looks like. The thing is, I may use this other bigger palette knife. So I really feel like I'm going to start with this one up in the corner for some reason. So I'm going to do this. And yeah, be happy. But I'm going to try this other palette knife because this is a big painting. So this size right here, and I'm going to dig out some more orange paint out of the goopy goop. It's very goopy. This will probably be the last thing I can paint out of this. And then I'm really trying not to buy new paint right now. I'm trying to use what I've got because I have partial tubes. It's like, get rid of them, Sarah. Use them up. Use them up. Okay, so see, you can see me do that. Let's see what happens. painting with my right hand right now. So I really want this to come off and around the edge a little. I really want it to come off. And then I'm going to do it this way and like get it to come off and over. Because there's something about, and I like this size better. So I'm just going to see how cool that is. So do you see how I'm doing this? And then I'm, looks a little bit like a windmill right now. I painted a windmill Saturday or Sunday too. Here. And then I'm going to go this way for that one. They don't have to be the same. And what I'll be doing is layering some more colors onto this. And I really want that to go over. So I hope this is fun for y'all. I'm having fun. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of paint. So I'm just going to make it go up a little. So all these petals really are not the same. They don't need to be. When I grew my sunflowers, I took a lot of pictures and I looked, and they're so unique that sometimes we think, well, everything has to be, and like I really like that. What I'm gonna do is come in. I'll just do it right now, but I will need to wait. I'm gonna come in with some more of this. I wipe my palette knife off. This is why I love palette knives, because they're so easy to clean. Get my baby wipes. And they're so easy to clean. Okay, so I'm going to get this, my favorite yellow ochre that I don't have a lot of right here. And I'm going to just put it on this palette knife. And I'm going to go back. Now, I would really rather be doing this when it's wet. When it's dry. But adding a little more color to this. Because that, like Egyptian princess sunflower or something, has different colors like this. And I'm going to do a bigger one right up there. Yeah. And I'm going to try this very running one in there too. Some up here. Okay. It looks messy. And yeah. Okay. Now I'm going to go to this one. And I'm going to make it a little different. Do a little orange. You can see that? Yeah. And I'm going to go ahead and do a little orange on this one. Get this one to come over on the edge. I really love bringing some of my painting to the edge. And here I will bring this to the edge as well. So actually all three of these sunflowers are going off the canvas. Some of y'all that are really smart know what that means, but I just know that it's nice for the observer, nice for the person that's looking at the painting to look off the edge a little. I don't know. It takes your eye maybe to the imaginary. There's some term, I'm sure. If you have the ability to put it in the chat, go ahead. Maybe I'll be able to read it. So now I'm going to go back with some of these other yellow ochres right here and really make the other part of this sunflower different. This one is not going to be as orange. And I'm glad I chose this palette knife because this is a big canvas. And when I'm working little, then I would use this size. But this is a big canvas. And go in here in the middle, around. I think I'm standing in the way. Okay. And this needs to be filled in a little. You always can get your paintbrush and like, make it a little more, but like it's okay. And then I'm going to need some more yellow ochre. Do you see how I don't have enough here because I really want to see if I can squeeze some more of this brighter out. So I'm going to see if I can squeeze a little more. Oh yeah. A little more. And what I would love to do is let this dry. And maybe I will come back on to do some more highlights, but another day. But I love, because my paint is so thick, it's way easier to work after, the paint's dry. Because you see, I'm getting like a little brown from the flower center because I really like to let that dry first as well. Yeah. So I think that y'all that know what you're doing, the different values of color just bring interest to a painting. And if you're just using one color, it's just not as interesting. And the way you can change values, I think I'm right, is by adding whites or, add white to it and then as you go along. But so here I'm going to grab a little extra because I want this edge to look like it knows what it's doing with a petal going out and over. Okay. Good. You can see it got a little messy. Yeah. And I see that didn't have a lot of orange, but there's some contrast here. So, ooh, this is very bright yellow. Let me see what this looks like. Yep, I can handle that. So it's a very bright yellow. What is it? Hamsa or yellow, medium, azo. But I'm going to clean my palette knife a little and then because it is going to just add a little more to that. I would rather it to be dry right now, but it's not. So there's something about the wet on wet that sort of maybe blends it a little. But yeah, I'm happy with that. And then I see some white on there, but I definitely will not add the white until later. So I'm going to add some more to this one. Maybe just right around the brown. Some of those sunflowers, oh, the patterns on them are so beautiful. Okay, y'all, that looks good, I think. I don't know what you're thinking. I can't see your comments. But yeah. Now see how these look better than that? Like that needs a little more. Maybe it looked better a while ago, but now that I've added the yellow, oh, and I had this color of yellow. So I'm going to try it. This is Naples yellow, I think. I don't use this color a lot, but it's a very light color. So I'm going to add that in to this one. Oh, yeah, y'all. Look at that. So now all three of my sunflowers are a little different. And that's sort of how I like to go. Like some would tell you, no, let's make them all the exact, size and shape. But if you mix it up, like see, oh my goodness, y'all, isn't that good? Yeah. Now the question I have is, should I add 2 more sunflowers? And I don't know yet. but this is what I see. So next I'm going to work on the stem, and my favorite tool is chicken skewers. I buy them. I'm going to go get the little container and show you. Um, this is from HEB, my grocery store, and these are chicken skewers. Like you put vegetables and grill them. Oh, I love this tool. If I could only choose one tool to paint with, ugh, it would be this palette knife, but right behind it is a really good chicken skewer. Like, give me these two, I'm happy. Now, what happens with some of my skewers, like I don't clean them off and then they get paint all over them. But and then I like them thin and I roll them. So I'm going to show you how to do that. And isn't it fun just to play? Like, aren't we just supposed to play? Like, I mean, there could be another flower or two in here. I don't know. But I'm happy. I don't know how much of the letters I'm going to cover up. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm not seeing the verse anymore. Like, it's my foundation, but I'm not saying, ooh, I should cover up some. I know more will show on this than typical of most of my paintings because I'm just putting flowers. But I want whatever shows knows that this is the foundation. Their life will be like a water garden, and all their sorrows will be gone. Hallelujah. Like I still read that and go, yes, God, may it be. May it be. So I'm getting my chicken skewer stick, and thanks to Ann Younger who told me about these. Beautiful Ann. Yeah, I never knew. And I am going to, you see these two browns. So this is burnt umber and this is raw umber. I don't like this burnt umber brand so much. This is Artist Loft, and I'm not slamming the company, but I think this is from Hobby Lobby maybe. But I like the brand from Michael's better. And of course, you can use Golden. You can use any brands you want. I would suggest not using craft paint because I don't know. They just tell us not to, and I never really have. I've just bought this. So I'm rolling. And I'm getting a little bit of this other brown and I'm rolling flat on the stick. So, oh, I like that. Do you see? That's just not a lot. So let's see what I do with it. I am gonna use my right hand because I'm left-handed and my right hand is like a little bit looser. And I am gonna I'm thinking of the stem and I'm just gonna come down here and just probably go all the way off, okay? Ooh, I already like that. Now I'm going to make it a stem and I make it thicker. So I'm going to roll and y'all just watch me. I think you can see. Okay. And I'm going to make like a stem and go to the side a little bit. Yeah. And then have some more paint in here. And I'm just going to paint and stop talking so I can just get the flow. Restarting. I got a phone call. I don't know who it was, but I denied it. And then I don't know about that one down there. Something else was happening that didn't connect. Okay. I don't know. Okay. So then I'm just going to do this one. And I feel like it's supposed to go ahead and connect to this as well. And this needs to be way bigger because it's got a lot of branches in it. So you notice I didn't go straight up and down. I could have, but for whatever reason, my hands went this way. And because this is got a lot of stem like this sunflower branches, y'all, to hold those big old heavy sunflowers up, they're pretty thick. Yeah. Okay. I like that. Definitely not finished yet, but I want to put some leaves on. So normally what I do, I just use these browns again, and mostly it's the darker brown, but I'm sticking it other little bit. And let's see if I can make some leaves. So I'm just gonna do this and this are definitely abstract. These really sort of do look like the sunflower leaves. Like I know what they look like because I grow them. Uh, they're maybe not side by side. Maybe they are. I can't remember, but I don't think they are. But they're maybe close to each other. And I need some more on the top of that. And sort of scatter some brown paint over here. And I got to put some up at the top to balance. That was like a big wad, but it's okay. Put a little right there. Yeah. Now I want to go back in and see if I can do a little green onto that brown. So this is a green that I do like. I just like the color of it. It's called Cypress Point, I think. So I like it and it's runny. So I probably am just going to hold the container and I'm going to put a little in there and just put a little on. Again, I would rather be painting this whenever it is, whenever it's drier, but it's okay. And I could be contaminating my container because I've got brown on it. So I try not to do that, but yeah, and I'm going to bring that on down where it is actually connected. And maybe I will do another few leaves right there. Yeah. Okay. And then I want to go back in because in this are all the seeds, right? In the very head of the sunflower are the seeds, seed heads. And then when they dry, that's where the sunflower seeds come out. And there can be hundreds. So sometimes there's sunflowers, y'all, with their heads are this big and they have more than 1,000 seeds in them. But this isn't this kind. But of these three flowers, like, I don't know which one you like the best, but I sort of like this one. Also, I did like a swirly up there, but I like this very light yellow. And so, I'm just going to add a little here, like to show the sunflowers. That's maybe a little bigger than I wanted, thicker. It's better just with a little point. But again, you could use this stick, but I use the palette knife a lot because it's so easy to clean. And then let's see. This I'm using my left hand, which is more awkward with a palette knife. I don't know if y'all noticed that. I'm like, oh, I'm not near as good at it. I'm way better with the palette knife with the right hand, even though I write left-handed. Thank you, God. He like awakened me. So I don't know what else. This looks a little messy, so look what I can do. Wet, 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 wet one, and that mess came off, and I, yeah, I want to add some white. Oh, see, the other thing you can do is that I might make some distinctions in the leaves or in the petals with a little bit of brown, maybe. I think it looks okay. Not too much, but a little touch, very randomly. Yeah. And I think that adds a little to it. And I just turn and let me see that. Oh yeah, I got a little too much, but it's okay. And there. And then get me a little more for this one. I mean, you don't have to do this. It maybe didn't need it, but it's just a little, that definitely needed to be attached. Okay, y'all, definitely my time has come up, but I really love this. Why I can tell you why I love this painting right now, is because the words are more visible. And on a lot of my paintings, I I cover up the words. But I am moved by this because you can actually like read the words. And it says, their life will be like a watered garden, and all their sorrows will be gone. Jeremiah 31:12. So that to me is so artistic. Like that is creativity because of the power of this. I want my sorrows to be gone because why? I have chosen in my life to water and to plow up the hard ground, right? And if we do that, y'all, then our sorrows can be gone. We can trade out. We can trade out the mourning for the joy. So I bless you. I thank you. This was long. It was 41 minutes, but and what will I name this? Yeah, I mean, I want to name it a well-watered garden, but I also want something about the sorrows to be gone. So, but um, I think it's a well watered garden. Yeah, well watered garden. Yeah. And how did these sunflowers get to live? Because we're watering ourselves with Jesus, y'all. He is the place that we go to hang out with. So I bless you. Thank you for jumping on with me and watching. I'm praying that I will do this on Tuesdays, but I had jury duty yesterday and today I got out at a little like right before 1 and I was not chosen. It was a very intense trial in my county. I'm so thankful because I would have been on the jury all this week and most of next week, probably, the judge said. So I'm very thankful that I got to be with you tonight. And let me pick up Selah. She wants to get picked up. Come here. She wants to get in here and tell y'all. So, yes, say thanks for painting with us. So I hopefully will see comments. You always can send me a message at sarah@sarathurman.com. If I don't see your messages in another way, I don't know how to do that. But anyway, I bless you, and may all your sorrows be gone because you've got a well-watered garden, y'all. And so how do we do that? We hang out with the sun, the sun. We hang out with the sun. His name is Jesus. Yeah. And we turn our heads to him and he will help us.